Well, good afternoon and good evening and good night. You know what today is? It is the last day of Movember. It is Giving Tuesday. And so we have a little surprise for you today. We have a guest from the Newman Council that's here, and we're going to talk a little bit about Giving Tuesday with him. Please join me in welcoming Adam Eichorst. You have to talk so people see what you did.
Hello, everybody. I'm Adam.
Okay, Adam, thanks so much for being with us today. So I see that you've got some growth on your upper lip there. What's happening?
I do have a little bit of growth. Thank you for noticing. I'm not a big mustache guy, so I'm very, very happy that through 30 days it's grown this much. But I'm growing out a mustache for Movember this year for once. So.
Awesome. So what made you decide to grow a mustache for Movember?
Well, to be honest, throughout my whole life, I've always been able to grow facial hair much better than many people my own age. And most notably my brothers, especially the older one, gets quite upset at how quickly I can grow facial hair. And so I could always just grow facial hair really well, not a mustache really well. I can grow a beard, but I can't grow a mustache. And so a few times in the past, I think I've shaved my face to see what I can grow through the month of November for Movember, just because I've seen people around me kind of do it. But this year I decided, you know what, let's try raise some money and try get some donations as well as growing out this mustache and see how well it goes.
Nice work. Okay. And so we're collecting for Movember, and do you know what those donations go towards?
I read up a little bit at the start of this year when I decided to start raising money. In the past, I always thought it was about prostate cancer awareness and raising funds for that, which it totally is. There's definitely money that goes towards prostate cancer research and such. But Movember is more about just men's health in general as well. It talks about mental health, which is a big thing, and it talks about men's suicide rates, which are quite high. And I think one of the facts that shocked me to read on that first day was that we lose 60 men an hour to suicide around the world. So that's one a minute. So every minute we lose a man to suicide around the world. So that's not a great statistic. So it's a great awareness for mental health, but also men's health and prostate cancer and just men in general. So it's a good organization.
Good for you. Yeah, we had the peer health mentors from the University of Saskatchewan put on a men's mental health panel last week, and you could tell that it was really something that was important to people because they really stayed, asked questions, and it was a great panel because the folks that were on the panel, there were 4 students and 2 professionals, and they were all very vulnerable and talked really honestly about what it's like to have mental health challenges and what just simple things like what it's like to be bullied or what it's like to not fit in or what it's like to raise boys. And so it was interesting. The one guy on the panel, he says, I'm trying to teach my boy just to be himself. And I took him to school, and he gave me a hug, and then he said he waved to his mother and said, "I love you, Mom." And one of the other kids started to tease him, said, "I heard what you said." And he said, "I was so proud of my son," because he turned it around on the kid and said, "What, you don't love your mother?" Anyways, it was a great panel. And I just, anytime we can bring attention to men's mental health and wellness, body, mind, and spirit really is such an important thing. And so if people want to give to Movember today, what we'll do is we'll put Adam's donation page in the link here if you want to donate to Adam, and that money goes to the Movember campaign. But actually for Giving Tuesday, there's a number of different charities and organizations that are hoping that you will donate to them. And so I've had emails from different charities and organizations like Development and Peace. They're asking if people would like to donate. So that's a great thing. The Bishops' Organization for Justice in Canada. But also locally, there is the L'Arche community Have you seen any of these videos, Adam?
I've seen some scrolling across my like Facebook and social media pages. I was kind of always curious what it was about, but I've scrolled past them a few times.
Yeah, so the L'Arche home in Saskatoon, they're in a competition called Battle of the Fans, and so they've been making a video every week, and then people have a chance to watch the video, and they can like the video on YouTube, and if you want to get them extra points, you can make a donation. The interesting part about the donation for L'Arche is, if let's say I was so wealthy and I could just give them $10,000, they wouldn't be the one who would end up winning because they only count that as one donor. So if 25 people donated like $5 or the price of a cup of coffee or whatever, that actually is more helpful to the L'Arche Saskatoon group than the big chunky donation. So it doesn't really matter if you have big money or small money. Any donation helps. So anyways, we'll put the link for that underneath the video as well, and people can check it out. So last week it was a Christmas song, and this week it's David Bowie, Space Odyssey. So you can see the L'Arche members working the panel on in Houston or wherever they are, and then Renee is right up into space. They're flying through space. So it's pretty exciting video. I have to say the production quality is top notch. So anyways, Adam, is there anything else you wanted to talk to us about today on this giving last day of Movember, Tuesday?
No, I think you covered a lot of it. In any way people can help. If you donate to Movember, if you donate to L'Arche, and you don't even have to donate if you don't have the funds for that. Even just volunteering in the community, maybe not today, but to try get out in the community and help out organizations. That's all a part of Giving Tuesday as well. And as we enter into this kind of Christmas season, to just remember that, there are people less fortunate than us in the world. And so, every bit that we can do to help them goes a long way, and just to be there to help our community. So.
Yeah, that reminds me, Adam, we have our Advent giving tree in the STM chapel. And if you take a tag off that chapel, that tag in the chapel off the tree, it says, oh, you might buy a toy or a pair of socks. And that's going to the CWL's organization, where they set up a store where people can buy your donated items for a very low cost. So everybody, it sort of drops all barriers, and everybody can make purchases there. So if people are interested in buying some candy or some toys or some underwear, socks, whatever says on the tag, if you want to drop by the STM chapel, feel free, because that'll be there all of the Advent season. Adam, I got to ask you though, before we go, what does your final schedule look like? Pretty basic final schedule for me. I just have 2 finals, and they're on back-to-back days on the 13th and 14th. So done relatively early, get some studying in here. So have some final assignments coming up, a nice tax project, get to do an income tax return. So wow. I know that's everybody's cup of tea. So lucky me, I get to do that. And final paper coming up too. So tough 2 weeks coming up, but once we get through that, I'll be celebrating Christmas for a few weeks and I'll be happy. So. Okay, well, I'll be praying for you, and we'll be praying for all of the students heading into the final season. So, Adam, I want to thank you for being with us today, and all the best in your finals. Thank you, Michael. Thanks for having me on. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Bye. Bye.